This next experiment is called sucked in. Okay, and what we're going to do here is try and suck the egg into the glass jar. The materials I need for this experiment are a glass jar with a small opening that's smaller than the circumference of an egg, a candle and some matches, and a hard-boiled egg that's been shelled. Now, the candle has to be carefully lit, so adult supervision will be required to do this experiment. Candle then needs to be placed carefully into the jar, so it's sitting there at the bottom. Okay, now I take the egg and place it in the opening of the jar, sitting it there like that. Now just carefully watch what happens to the flame and the egg. Now the reason the egg was sucked into the jar is because an egg is actually not a solid. It has air pockets like a sponge. And by burning the air in the jar, you decrease the pressure inside the jar, which causes the egg to decrease in size, becoming a solid. And this allows the egg to slip through the opening of the jar. Now the airflow from the hairdryer pushes the ping pong ball up until it reaches the point where gravity is pushing down. And when these two forces are equal, the ping pong ball will just float gently around in that spot. For an extra challenge and to really test your hand-eye coordination skills, you can try 2 or even 3 balls at a time. This next experiment is a pressure experiment where we will make a rocket out of a balloon, a straw, some string, sticky tape, and a couple of posts. These are the only things that we need, and we'll see the air escaping from a balloon and pushing the balloon forward just like a rocket. To do this experiment, we need to tie a length of string to a post at one end and thread it through a straw, then tie the other end of the string to another post a distance away, approximately 3 to 4 metres. The string must be quite taut, and then we need to blow up a balloon. Okay, then the balloon must be secured to the straw with some tape so that it's attached securely. Now that with the balloon blown up, I have to hold the end of the balloon the whole time to prevent any air from escaping. Then I simply let go of the balloon and watch it fly like a rocket. This experiment is called the spinning egg experiment. The materials I need for this experiment are a large plate and 2 eggs. 1 raw egg still in its shell and 1 hard-boiled egg also still in its shell. Now to find out which egg is which, I'm simply going to spin them and we can notice the difference. Spinning this egg, you can see it spins very freely. Trying the other egg, very difficult to spin. So I know now that this egg, which is difficult to spin, is the hard-boiled egg because inside it is a solid mass, which prevents it from spinning. Now the egg that spins freely is the raw egg because the inside of the egg is a liquid and allows the egg to continue spinning. This force is called inertia. This experiment is a surface tension experiment and it's called swirled milk. The materials I need for this experiment are a pan similar to this one, some milk which I need to allow to come to room temperature, some different colours of food colouring and some liquid dish soap. So I simply need to add a few drops of liquid food colouring, different colours, to the centre of the milk, and then add a few drops of liquid detergent. And we can see the really great designs that are being made. This is because the fat in the milk is broken down by the liquid soap, and this causes the food colouring to swirl and make some really lovely designs.